You think your family's so strong, Eve. Well, they're falling apart. You just don't want to see it.
They're not falling apart. All families have problems.
Problems. Is that what you call it?
Just stop!
I think you have a lot more trouble on your hands than just a few problems, Eve. It's all coming back to haunt you, you know. The horrible things you did to me and Mama. The despicable life you led. The booze, the drugs, the whoring around.
That was so long ago, Liz, and it doesn't have anything to do with the person that I am now.
Oh, that doesn't matter, Eve. The harm you've done can't be undone. Now it's going to cost you your daughters and your husband. Your life is exploding, Eve. It's over.
This week on Divorce Court, we're dealing with women who've lied about their past. And today's case is a wild one. We've got a woman who lied to her husband, to her daughters, and the whole town. And like all liars, she got caught. And now it's time to pay. Right here on Divorce Court.
So it must have come as a shock to you to find out the truth, Coach Russell.
Shock. It was unbelievable. The woman that I loved and I trusted with all of my heart and soul, she lied to me. I thought she came from a good family. I thought that she was perfect. Come to find out she was nothing but a low-down, drunken whore.
I made mistakes, and I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to hurt anyone.
It's Coach T.C. Russell versus Dr. Eve Russell. Real people fighting it out right here on Divorce Court.
A fake wedding. Are you saying that this is all a joke?
Yeah, Teresa. Your marriage to Julian wasn't real.
Did you hear that, Father? Teresa and I aren't married. We never were.
Yes, Julian, I heard.
But how? The justice of the peace was there. He performed the ceremony. I don't remember much, but I do remember that.
Do you take Teresa as your lawfully wedded wife?
Why's that?
Oh.
Why's that?
The justice of the peace was there. And he married us, and I don't care what you say, Julian. You and I are married.
How can this be? I'm pregnant. How do you know? Well, when you were brought in after the fire, we put you through a battery of tests. Pregnancy test is standard procedure for a woman your age.
So there's no doubt. I mean, it's really true.
Yes, it's true. You are really pregnant.
Did you hear that, everybody? Sharon's pregnant.
Yeah, but who's the father? Antonio or me?
Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are my passion for life.
It's Liars Week here on Divorce Court. And today's case involves Eve Russell, who lied about her past to her husband, T.C., and in fact, kept secrets from the whole town.
All right. The Honorable Judge Maybelline Ephraim presiding.
I was looking over this case in chambers, and it's a humdinger. I'll start with you. Is all this true? Did you really lie to your husband and tell him that you were from some rich, prominent family, when in fact you came from some small podunk town with only one stoplight?
Yes, Your Honor. I did lie. I'm very sorry about it, and I never meant to hurt anyone.
You didn't mean to hurt anybody. That's all you did was hurt people.
Coach Russell, you'll have your turn to speak soon enough.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Now, Eve, you're contesting this divorce? From what I can tell, You don't have a leg to stand on.
Your Honor, my leg to stand on is that I love my husband, and I love my daughters, and I love my patients.
That is crazy. That's a load of crap.
I am not going to tell you again, Coach Russell. Continue.
Your Honor, I know that it was a mistake to lie, but at the time I was trying to turn my life around. I was trying to put my past behind me and start a new life.
You can't build anything worth anything on a stack of lies, Dr. Russell.
I know that now, Your Honor.
Do you have anything else to add in your defense?
Just that I love my husband. I always have loved him. And I love my daughters more than my life. I love my friends. I love my patients. And I love my job being a doctor. And I just want to say that I'm very sorry that I never meant to hurt anyone. And I hope that anybody that I hurt would forgive me.
Mm-hmm. Coach Russell, what do you have to say?
Well, Your Honor, I have witnesses. I have witnesses that will prove the whole sordid story about her life. All the destruction, all the devastation caused by my soon-to-be ex-wife. Your Honor, I am sure once you have heard all of their stories that you will grant me my divorce from Eve Russell. Because there's no reason I should be forced to be married to a low-down, drugged-out whore.
Oh, my goodness, Coach Russell, please.
Coming up next.
And what was the guest list like, Coach Russell? All of your friends and relatives were there, and none of hers?
She had nobody.
A woman from a prominent family, and no one showed up at the wedding? How dumb are you?
Next on Divorce Court.
It was a real wedding. It was real.
Lisa, calm down.
No, what they're saying is not true, okay? It wasn't fake. Julian and I are married.
Well, I'm sorry, Teresa, but you aren't. Look, the justice of the peace said the words, but the ceremony was a fake. You didn't sign the papers, you didn't pay the fees, you didn't get the license. I mean, hell, you were so drunk you couldn't even say I do.
But our marriage certificate...
That's fake, too. I mean, actually, it's an official certificate that we stole and filled out ourselves. It's not real.
It was a fake wedding. This was fake.
Neil, is that possible? Could Sheridan's baby be yours?
Yeah, it's possible. I have to talk to her.
Sheridan's married to Antonio, and now she's pregnant. This has got to help my chances of getting Luis.
Can you believe it, Luis? You're gonna be an uncle. You too, Miguel.
Yeah, I'm really happy for you, Antonio. You too, Sheridan.
Thanks.
Thanks. Mama, you're gonna be a grandmother again.
Yeah, little Ethan's gonna have a cousin.
I cannot wait to tell Teresa.
Sheridan, how wonderful for you.
It'll be hard for Sheridan to ever leave Antonio now. Luis will be mine forever.
Hey, Luis, why don't you go out and get us a box of cigars, the best money can buy. I want to have a son.
See, when...
I've thought about having a baby with you for a long time now. I can't believe it's finally about to happen.
Neither can I.
Wait a minute, it just occurred to me. That's what you and Luis were trying to tell me. You thought you might be pregnant, and you were worried about how I'd take the shock, right? That's why when the nurse told you that you were pregnant, you couldn't believe it. That's why you were so emotional. That's why Luis was always comforting you. Because you were trying to figure out if you were pregnant and trying to figure out a way to tell me. I love you guys so much. You were so worried that I might not come out of that coma and that I wouldn't be there to help you raise our child. You were worried that you're going to have to do it all on your own. But you know what? You don't have to worry anymore. Because I'm here. I'm right here, and I'm healthy, and I'm not going anywhere. You and I are going to be together forever.
I'm warning you, Coach Russell, there will be no name-calling in my courtroom, no matter what terrible things you think your wife has done. And she's not your ex-wife until I say so. Do you understand that? Now keep a lid on it.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now that we understand each other, I want to hear your side of the story, too. Why do you want this divorce, Coach Russell?
Your Honor, she lied to me. I mean, she lied about her past. She told me that she was a fine, young, upstanding woman.
That's right.
Turned out that she wasn't that at all.
Well, when you were dating, didn't you ask to meet her folks?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
And what did she say?
She said her parents were dead. And none of her family was close.
And you bought that?
Well, Your Honor, my parents were dead, too. And I knew what it felt like for your parents to be dead. I didn't want to pressure her. She didn't want to talk about it because I loved her. I trusted her.
Yes, Daddy.
Turned out she wasn't doing nothing but lying between her teeth.
Enough of that! When you got married in Harmony, right?
Yes, ma'am, we did.
And what was the guest list like, Coach Russell? All of your friends and relatives were there, and none of hers?
She had nobody.
And that didn't send up a red flag? A woman from a prominent family, supposedly, and no one showed up at the wedding? How dumb are you?
Well, Your Honor, the way that she explained it, she made it seem like her friends were traveling.
Yeah, whatever. Call your first witness.
All right, Your Honor. Since we're talking about Eve's family, I'd like to bring somebody to the podium who knows her very well. Her own sister, Liz.
Well, Liz, tell us what you know about Dr. Russell. Is she the big, fat, lying whore that Coach Russell says she is?
Oh, no, Your Honor. She is much worse than that. My sister is the destroyer of lives. Even before she came to Harmony, Your Honor, she'd already torn apart my mama's heart. She'd torn apart our whole family with her lies and her selfishness.
I'm sorry, Liz.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Eve. It is too late. That's right. You see, I told you your lies were going to cost you everything that you loved. That's right. Yeah. See? Now you've destroyed your own life.
Next on Divorce Court.
I loved Eve. And the things we shared, we were young, we were just experimenting, enjoying life.
Would you hire Bruce to come here and lie, you sick freak?
I assure you, I'm not a sick freak. I did not hire Bruce to lie. I'm merely interested in justice and truth. The truth is, Teresa and I aren't married.
Yeah, we'll see how true it is. Look, Teresa, I'm going to put a call into Bermuda, all right? Speak with someone in the local government. We will find out if that marriage certificate is filed.
Thank you, Ethan.
Well, good. Ethan will only confirm what Bruce has already told us, that you and I aren't married and we never have been married.
Well, Liz, can you give me some details of how your sister ruined your whole family's life?
Your Honor, excuse me, please. What does what I did as a child or a teenager have to do with today?
I'm trying to establish a pattern of behavior so that I might be able to understand you better.
Your Honor, the only thing that you need to understand about my sister is that she is selfish. And furthermore, she only cares about herself. Every Sunday, we'd all walk over to our church. You, me, Mama, all our aunts and cousins would pack the place. And we'd be so proud when you'd file in with the church choir. You had such a gift, a wonderful voice. They always gave you solos.
I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, oh. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, oh. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Remember how Mama used to beam at you, bursting with pride?
I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no. I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, hide it under a bushel, no. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Remember the day you came home with that record?
Mama, you gotta listen to this.
You'd been out with friends, and you had this big smile on your face. But Mama wiped it off when she grabbed that record from you. Mama read you the Riot Act, told you the only place for singing was in God's house, to praise him, bring him the glory.
Ever let me catch you bringing filth like that in my house again? The only music worth singing is the Lord's music. Sing his praises. Do you ever hear me singing anything but hymns? Do you, girl?
No, Mama.
She said singing outside the church to entertain people, singing rock and roll and jazz and whatever was a sin. That the gift God gave you was only to be used in church in praise of the Lord. After church, all our aunts, uncles, and cousins would come over, and we would cook Sunday dinner together.
Lizzie,
all that
you and your sister
glorious food,
salad out. We got
and all of our relatives.
butter on the table?
What could be better?
I made your favorite.
It was the warmest, most loving, most wonderful time. Mama was so happy.
Is that ham about ready? Because this sure smells so good.
That would be the pineapple and cloves. And you just wait 10 minutes, Missy. And the guests get served first. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
But you ruined all that, didn't you, Eve? You just couldn't do what Mama said. You were selfish, did whatever you wanted. Singing in that dive of a nightclub out on Route 6. You had to follow your dream and break Mama's heart.
And Mama, you gotta let it go. You know she loves you so, but Mama, you gotta let her go.
The sleazy customers started cheering and stomping. You thought you were so hot. But Mama didn't. Remember when you saw her standing at the back of the club? Those eyes of hers burning into you? Mama about dragged you out of that place. And those lowlifes who'd been cheering you turned on her. They booed Mama. Threw drinks on her while she hauled you out. After you disgraced Mama, none of our family ever came to our house again. You ruined Mama's life. She was left with nothing after that. Not even gospel music. Her soul was dead. Oh, Your Honor, that's not all. When Eve left, and she left me alone, my father molested me. Oh, because Eve abandoned me.
Oh, you poor child.
And for that, I will never forgive you.
Liz, wait.
Let me go.
humdinger. Coach Russell, who's your next witness?
Your Honor, I'd like to call someone that I hate. Julian Crane.
And you want to explain why you hate Mr. Crane?
Well, Your Honor, I could never prove it. But I believe that Julian Crane is responsible for the car accident that ruined my tennis career. But I have to call him to the witness stand because I know that he could tell the truth about Eve lying and about a whole lot of other things.
All right, let's hear it, Mr. Crane.
Damn, sorry, your fault. Started all this. Yeah. Above the law.
I'm so sorry, Eve. I really would not want to hurt you, but I've been legally compelled to testify.
Oh, cry me a river. Get on with it, Mr. Crane.
Very well. But the time that Eve and I spent together was nowhere near as tawdry as some people in this courtroom would have you believe.
Is that right? Well, it says here that you were responsible for leading Dr. Russell into a life of alcohol and drugs. In fact, she was your whore.
I object to that language, Your Honor.
Well, you don't get to object. Just tell your story.
All right, well, in any case, it isn't true. I loved Eve. And the things we shared, we were young, we were just experimenting, enjoying life. And believe me, I don't want to see Eve's life destroyed. I don't want to see her life fall apart. I know how much she loves her husband and her children. TC, can't you find it in your heart to forgive her? What happened between Eve and me happened years before she met you. She loves you. Can't you please forgive her?
Damn you, Julian. You ruined my life. Yeah, Crane. Slither away like the snake that you are.
Next, on Divorce Court.
You preached to us, told us how to live our lives, told us we had to stay away from Chad, but you were living the life that you told us was so wrong. Damn you, Mama.
Hey,
damn you to hell!
Order!
Hey, Luis, you remember when we were kids and we used to joke around about who was going to be a father first? Well, it looks like I won.
Yeah, I guess.
Now, you listen. You and Beth, you need to get married right away. That way, our kids will have lots of cousins to play with.
Oh, I've always wanted to have a big family.
Well, get this guy to the altar, will ya? You guys are getting behind.
That's exactly what I want to happen, Antonio.
Gwen, why don't you look happier? Teresa is going to be out of our lives soon for good.
Mother, I am so sick of Ethan running to defend Teresa at every turn. I mean, when is this obsession with her going to be over?
Look, Gwen, Teresa is finished as a Crane. Look, she's going to be fired from Crane Industries. She's going to be thrown out of this house. You and Ethan are never going to have to see her again.
I wish I could believe that.
Just be patient. Soon she's going to be out of our lives forever. Ethan, what did you find out? Julie and I are married, aren't we?
I'm sorry. The local government in Bermuda has no record of your marriage to Julian. Bruce must be telling the truth. You and Julian were never married.
Oh, my God.
Thank you, Coach Russell. Now, you've had your last warning. One more outburst like that and you will be removed from this court, and you will not get your divorce.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
You'd better be. I've never seen a man attack his own witness. Now, look, you've established that Dr. Russell lied about her past, So what? Plenty of people have a wild past. But I admire Dr. Russell. She's turned her life around. She's become a doctor. She's married a fine man. And from what I can see, she has 2 lovely daughters. And I'm with Mr. Crane. Why don't you just forgive her?
Your Honor, I would forgive her, but she's still lying. And I have witnesses here to prove it.
All right, call your next witness.
All right, Your Honor. I'd like to call Chief Sam Bennett and his lovely wife, Grace. They're our closest friends. Well, hell, they used to be.
We thought that Eve was our friend, that we could trust her. But she betrayed us.
And she lied about the DNA test, which would have proved that Grace was not John's mother.
She knew that Ivy was trying to come between my husband and me, but she didn't tell us the truth. No, she was selfish. Just like Liz said. She was trying to take care of herself. She didn't give a damn about us.
Right.
Now, order.
Your Honor, Ivy Crane was blackmailing her and me.
Oh, yes, I've heard about Miss Ivy Crane.
Because of Dr. Russell's lies, I thought Grace was my mother. And I thought I had a father I could be proud of.
John.
Just let it go, Dad.
You see, Your Honor, I am not the only one that Eve has lied to. She destroyed the lives of my best friends.
Yeah.
She destroyed my daughter's lives.
Now, how did she do that?
Whitney? Sugar Bear? Your Honor, Sugar Bear's my baby girl, Simone.
Mm.
You preached to us, told us how to live our lives, told us we had to stay away from Chad, but you were living the life that you told us was so wrong. Damn you, Mama.
Hey,
damn you to hell!
Order!
Coming up next, the judge makes her decision. Will the judge grant TC his divorce, or will the good doctor win the case? Next on Divorce Court.
Right? That's right.
I'm so sorry, Whitney.
Oh, please. See, Judge, our mama always told us to be good girls, right? And only bad girls let boys do things. But, you let boys do everything to you, didn't you, Mama?
Yeah.
You told us not to drink, but you a crack addict and a hoe. You know what? You probably even spent the night at some crack houses, didn't you, Mama?
And you know what? That's the reason why she kept telling us to stay away from Chad, because he is in the music industry, and she was afraid that we were going to end up like her. Yeah, a dope addict.
Yeah, Mama. Are you meaning? Are you meaning, Mama?
And you see, she got in the way of either one of us having a relationship with Chad, and so we both fell in love with Chad, and it's all your fault, Mommy, because of your love.
Oh, Your Honor, I would cut off my arm before I would hurt my girls. I never wanted to hurt them.
I believe you, Dr. Russell. But I'll have to admit it. This is the strangest case I've ever seen. And I've made up my mind. I've made my decision whether or not to grant Coach Russell his divorce from you.
Coming up next, Dr. Russell, how do you feel about the judge's decision? Next on Divorce Court.
You see, Teresa, it was all fake. You understand now, don't you, why I'm throwing you out of the house? Because we were never married. It was fake. The words, whatever they were, the justice of the peace, it was all fake.
Yes, and you are looking at the future very real. Mrs. Julian Crane. Isn't that right, Pookie?
Yes, well, we'll see in due time, What I'm interested in right now is finding out how you plan to repay me the millions of dollars you gave away.
Oh, yes, and don't forget about the house that she built and decorated for her mamacita using the Crane money. Oh, Teresa, you better hope to get another job really fast.
Yes, you'll have to find another hall to throw your fiestas in.
Julian, you don't have to be cruel.
Well, perhaps if she had let me enjoy my conjugal rights, I wouldn't feel the need to be so harsh.
Well, you certainly don't have to worry about that with me, Pookie.
Hey, Teresa. Hey, you okay?
It was a fake. It was a fake wedding.
You put me through hell, Teresa. But it's over now. It's finally over.
Come on, Luis, we need those scars. We need to celebrate.
Yeah.
Okay, I know this is exciting news, but you really do need to get back into your own bed.
Antonio, do as she says, mijo. We came so close to losing you. We don't want to take any chances.
Yes, you really should get back in your own bed. I'm gonna go call a few people with the news.
All right. All right, fine. Don't take too long, okay? And Luis, don't forget about those cigars.
Now, you sleep for a little while.
I'm too excited to sleep, Mama.
Well, I'm going to fix that right now. I will be right back.
Beth, could you do me a favor and just get a fresh pitcher of water?
Luis. I'm pregnant. Can you believe it?
Yeah. I can believe it. Sure, now that we know you're pregnant, we have a very important question to ask ourselves. The answer to which is going to change our lives forever.
After considering all of the evidence, and after hearing everything that I've heard here today, not only that Dr. Russell lied about her past, but you continued to lie even after you were married to your family and friends. Your conduct is reprehensible. How can anyone ever trust you again? You leave me no choice but to grant Coach Russell his divorce from Dr. Eve Russell. In the marriage of Eve Russell and T.C. Russell, this marriage is dissolved. This court is adjourned.
All right.
Dr. Russell, how do you feel about the judge's decision?
Eve. Eve, I want you to know that I'm here for you. You can forget all about that Cro-Magnon TC.
You bastard. You ruined my tennis career. You turned Eve into a whore. I'm gonna make you pay.
TC, come on, stop work.
You vicious tramp. I was your best friend. You betrayed me. How could you betray me?
How could you, Mom? How could you lie to us like that? We will never forgive you, ever.
You tried to ruin my life, too.
How does it feel, Eve, to have your world fall apart? You did it. You destroyed everything. You destroyed your family. You're sad. You're
Do you see what you did, Eve? You destroyed your family. Oh, I can't let this happen.
What you put me through this past year is unforgivable.
I've lost everything. I've lost Ethan, the love of my life, the one thing that I wanted. I lost Ethan, and I wasn't even married, Julia. I weren't even married.
Teresa. Hey, is there anything I can do for you?
I told you that phone call I was waiting for was worth it.
Teresa will be out of our lives forever.
I lost Ethan. I lost Ethan and for nothing. For nothing.
Teresa. Teresa. Are you all right?
Oh, I lost you. I've lost you forever.
Hey, Teresa.
Hey, Teresa. Teresa.
Teresa, come on, wake up.
You believe it, Mama? You're gonna be a grandmother again. Thanks.
I couldn't be happier.
My life is perfect now. I have the perfect wife, I have the perfect child, I have the perfect family. Nothing's gonna change that.
What are you talking about? What question do we have to ask?
Me or Antonio?
You or Antonio?
Certain who is the father of the baby you're carrying? My brother or me? I love your daughter, Coach, and nothing you can do is going to change that.
Cece, control yourself. Be happy now, Daddy. Look what you've done.
We have to face the fact that Antonio may be the father.
But you are not being fair.
I don't have to be fair. I'm Alistair Crane. You're out.